What is up, guys? Subzeroark here with another narrated duel. This time it is another game of mine, which is kind of crazy. But yes, I'm running Inzektors and my opponent's running Tele-Dad. I open just straight up awful. He opens with a duality, hits 2 E-Teles and a Veiler, which is kind of an awful mill as well. So we both open pretty bad, but it shapes up to be a pretty great game, so don't leave just yet. He's a 42 card deck. I have a square 40 card deck. I just keep drawing into defense. I draw that Threatening Roar. I'm going to end up setting a Fiendish Chain and a Threatening Roar, holding that MST in hand, because I'm not really afraid of anything he has to set. I can just, MST it. He's just going to poke with the Krebons, and I, hoping that I'll draw into something that can attack over it, don't do anything. Should have set the Ladybug here, but did not, because I wanted to keep it in my hand for some reason. I just end up flipping the Fiendish Chain here, so that 1200 damage was pretty much useless, but I'll deal with it, I guess. He, Allure of Darkness is here, banishes the Trigodia, then sets one and passes to me. I get the duality here. I'm going to MST that first, just in case it's like a Dark Bribe. And then I mill 3 off, hit the Gigamantis, Call of the Haunted, and Card Trooper, and I get the Card Trooper just because I want some board presence. I want to use his effect to mill 3, but my opponent says no and discards his Veiler, which I'm alright with. I did that sort of to bait out the Veiler. He's going to Heavy Storm here, and I'm going to flip my Threatening Roar, which is just great. Threatening Roar is a really good card in Inzektors because you can stop their stuff, and then you can blow it up the next turn, and it's so chainable. If that had been anything else, a Mirror Force, a D-Prison, a Warning, a Bottomless, he would have just gotten rid of that really quick. But since it was a Threatening Roar, I could just flip that and protect my Card Trooper for the turn. He's going to de-draw his Malicious and reveal that he's playing Tele-Dad, which is pretty cool. It's an interesting deck, definitely, though it can't really be called Tele-Dad because, you only have one dad, and yeah, that's pretty much it, actually. But it's, a shell of its former self. It's pretty cool, though. He's going to sink up here into his Iron Chain Dragon. He, of course, can't attack over, so he's just going to pass over to me. I'm going to draw the Gores, use Card Trooper's effect, hoping to mill off a Hornet, or maybe something that I can call the Haunted later if I draw into it. Either one of those is, something I'm looking for. So I'm going to use his effect to mill 3. Hit the Safe Zone, the Lance, and the Centipede, which really sucks for me. I'm not going to set any Fiendish Chains because I feel like Card Trooper's enough right here, and I want to be able to drop that Gores if he overextends. He's going to summon a Plague Spreader Zombie, banish it mistakenly, and put it back to the grave, and sync with his Malicious that he just got into a Stardust Dragon. Then he's going to add a card back onto the top of his deck for Plague Spreader effect, special summon Plague Spreader, and then sync that and Iron Chain Dragon into the Dark End Dragon. He'll then use Dark End Dragon's effect to send to the graveyard Card Trooper instead of destroying it, so I won't get the draw off it, which really sucks for me. He's going to poke for 2100 with this Dark End Dragon, and since I'm getting a little low on life points, I'm going to drop the Gores instead of taking the damage from the Stardust. Here, he opts not to attack the token with the Stardust. I'm not sure why, but he just decides not to. The token is, of course, at 2100 defense, so he could have just attacked over it, but yeah. I'm going to switch the Gores into attack mode, and not switch the token into attack mode because, 1, I don't want to suicide it, and 2, if he Mirror Forces, then I'll at least have something. I'm just going to set 1 here because I'm a Dongus and didn't think about the fact that he already used his Heavy Storm, something I should have been keeping in my mind, but I didn't. Yeah, I'm not perfect, no one is. He's just going to attack over the token here with his Stardust Dragon and pass over to me. I'm going to be able to attack over that Stardust Dragon now, and he's going to be looking pretty bad. I have 6 cards in total, he has 4, and I have this Gores, which is just controlling the game. So I'm looking really good. He's going to summon the Reborn Tengu here, and I'm kind of scared because, he can synchro and do a bunch of stuff, but then he realizes that he does not have another level 8 synchro, which is kind of strange. I feel like he should have a Gaia but for some reason he only has the Scrap Dragon, or not the Scrap Dragon, I keep trying to call it Scrap Dragon, Iron Chain Dragon, but yeah, he just doesn't have the Gaia Knight for whatever reason. He Dark Holes here, and then he's going to get Tengu's effect to add Tengu or special summon his second Tengu from the deck, and then poke for 17. I opt not to use my Fiendish Chain here because I know I can just set my Ladybugs, and I have 2 Darks in grave right now, so I'll set a Ladybug, he'll attack over it, and then the next turn I'll be able to drop Dark Armed. Draw into another Threatening Roar, and just pass over to him. No reason to set the Threatening Roar before the first one's gone, because that first one is incredibly chainable. I'm going to chain my Fiendish Chain to his Diamond Dude, so that I don't take any damage and he doesn't get the effect. I'm going to drop Dark Arm now, and banish my Gores to hit his Tengu. Don't want to banish anything else, because I don't want to lose the Ladybug in case something somehow happens to the one I have in hand. And don't want to banish the Centipede, because I want to call Haunted it. So, things are turning out well. He mind controls my Dark Arm too, which really sucks, because he has a ton of fodder in the grave. He's going to banish his Diamond Dude, I think, to... Nope, he's going to banish his second Malicious, which is no use in the grave, to hit my Call the Haunted. I'm going to chain that and special summon the Card Trooper so I can draw off of Card Trooper's effect, which is a nice little play. He's going to banish his Diamond Dude here and try to hit the Threatening Roar, but I'm going to chain that so that he cannot attack me this turn. I won't take the 2800. He's going to pop himself with his effect, which was a pretty nice play. I didn't really see that coming, but he just did that, and I was like, oh, that's nice. He has a Veiler in hand, which is pretty nice, but now he only has 1 card to my 4. Of course, Ladybug and Foolish Burial kind of useless until I draw into something. He attacks, and I use my Threatening Roar. I know, of course, that I can't use that upon attack declaration to stop the attack, but, of course, I don't think he was going to be a jerk and be like, no, you can't do that, man, you should have done it beforehand. Get a mill off 3, not the best mills. I just attack and leave the Card Trooper without summoning the Ladybug and attaching the Yugioh, just because I prefer to attach the Yugioh to something else, and I wanted to keep something in my hand just in case. Here, I think I might go for it. I don't think so. I mean, right now I wouldn't, because I'd be afraid of a Mirror Force, but maybe I do, you know, past me. I don't know what I'm thinking, but yeah. I have not drawn Inzektor into my hand, you know, a Dragonfly or a Centipede once this entire game, which is kind of hilarious, but yeah, I'm going to use Card Trooper's effect to mill off 3, hit a card duality, and my 3rd Ladybug. Poke for 19, he already registers that, and because he registers that, since I know that his middle card can't stop me, I'm just going to summon the Ladybug, attach the Amanda's attack for 24. He's going to set a 3rd card here. I draw into the Zect-Caliber, but I don't really need it on anything right now, so I'm not going to activate it. I'm going to poke directly. Oh, well, first I'm going to mill with Card Trooper, hoping to hit something. I milled 2 Call the Haunted, I think. That was just really awful for me. Hoping to attack for game. He flips the Mirror Force. Really sucks for me. And I consider flipping the Safe Zone, like he says, Merrick style. You know, oh, it's my last turn, so I'm gonna flip this Mirror Force. And of course, I get 2 Zect-Calibers, which is really awful. I top deck the Monster Reborn, which is amazing. I'm going to be able to Monster Reborn my Centipede here. Pretty sure. That's what I'd do. Yeah, of course. What else would I get? So I'm going to Monster Reborn the Centipede here. And then I'm going to use Centipede effect to get the Ladybug and attach. And then search my deck for the Dragonfly. He's going to Compulse here, though, which really sucks. So I'm not going to be able to get that Dragonfly just yet. So, yeah, that's kind of bad for me. I actually reborn that, so I should have just normal summoned it, but it's alright. He's going to summon the Thunder King, and that is really nice for him. I consider safe zoning the Thunder King so that his attack directly won't go through, but then I decide, hey, I'll just take the damage. I'm going to Foolish Burial my Hornet here, so that I can pop his Thunder King with Centipede's effect. And yeah, then I'll simultaneously be able to search and destroy his Thunder King. So I'll destroy that, add my Dragonfly, which is the 5th card left in my deck, and then I'm going to poke for 1600. He flips the E-Telly. Just his last-ditch effort. He's just keep hoping to draw into stuff. gets that Krebens, I'm just going to go end phase so it gets banished instead of going to the graveyard. And he's just trying to draw into something, you know, maybe his own Monster Reborn. That would have been amazing. But it ends up that he drew into his Caius. I'm pretty sure that's not a spoiler. Yeah, because, well, it is a spoiler, but, you know, you guys knew it was going to happen anyway. That's the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a really good game. He had the D-Draw and the Caius. I just chatter with this guy for a while, so if you want to see me talk to him, 4 cards left in deck, I just gotta push that. That was pretty great, despite the fact that I added the Dragonfly, so it was kind of like 5 cards left in deck. But yeah, it was a really close match between this guy. We both had very low life points. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Oh my god, I can't speak. I'm just gonna talk on for a while here, so don't, if you can stop watching the video at any time. Yeah, he had a really interesting deck. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed playing a game. I'm pretty sure he's a subscriber. I don't know why someone who's not subbed to me would just randomly say, hey, I want to duel you. Random person on DN. So I'm guessing he's a sub. Hopefully he'll see this. Sorry for Twitter updates coming in throughout the entire video. I'm just unprofessional like that, and I swear to God, I have Twitter notifier off right now just because it gets so many updates in the middle of videos. It's kind of annoying, but yeah. His next card was a Dark Armed, right? And since Plague Spreader should be banished, or it was banished, he could have dropped that. So yeah, next turn he would have top decked and won, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. I sold the safe zone, so but then he could have just attacked for 1200 and beaten me. So yeah, that was really close. Unless I'd activate the Excalibur, but I didn't because I'm dumb. Anyway, I rambled, and now it is time for me to go. Goodbye.